Body and Mind Transformation Q&A. Hey team, and welcome to this week's episode of The Inspired Show, the show that's dedicated to helping you become that best version of yourself, mentally as well as physically. Firstly, apologies for no show last week. I was away on a well-needed family break to Turkey. A lot of sun, a lot of steps, and not stepping on the scales, and it was thoroughly enjoyed. I'm back, rejuvenated, ready to drop some more knowledge bombs for you guys this week. But before we go into this week's episode, which is all about the questions you guys have sent in, make sure you hit that subscribe button because it means you stay up to date with every single episode we drop every single week. Smash a like on this video. Let us know any questions you have for the next Q&A session or any takeaways you have in the comments. And don't forget to share it with somebody who may benefit as well. Don't forget, we're also posting consistently every single day on all our social media where you can get access down below, plus access to our free community in the link below as well. So this week's episode is all about the questions that you guys have sent in. I've got some great questions that have been sent in by you guys all around eating, mindset and movement, and there's going to be a lot of gold in here for you guys as well. So I'd love to know which big takeaways you have from which questions we have. So the first question that came in, it's a very common question I see a lot of people ask, and it's, why do I always lose weight for a few weeks and then I fall off again? Now this is so common. Now the reason why this happens is because a lot of people have no clear plan of action. They simply jump straight into dieting and moving, and they've not gone through the simple process of why, expectations, efforts and outcomes, bottlenecks, and they're going straight to the end product. And there's no wonder why people fail, because every time you start to lose weight, you automatically start dieting, you cut out the foods you love, you try and exercise more, you move more, and you're overwhelmed. You're trying to build a house on quicksand. It's going to sink very fast. So the reason why you keep failing is because you're not getting really clear on the reasons why you need to change first and foremost. Secondly, you're not setting the expectations for success. Now, when people do start a diet, they will lose a considerable amount of weight in the first few weeks. It's not uncommon for people to lose 3, 4, 5 pounds of water weight and stored carbohydrates. But when that slows down, because you've got high expectations, you get frustrated. You feel the pound to 2 pounds you're then losing after that, or the maintain here and there, means it's not working. So you self-sabotage and you give up. The second thing is you're tying all your success to that number on the scales. So when you don't see that going down, again, you get frustrated and you throw in the towel. But success is much more than that numerical value. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than that number on the scales. It's about the effort you're putting in around your nutrition, how you're dealing with stressful situations better, how you're moving more, how you're sleeping better, how your clothes are fitting, how you're feeling within yourself. And then you're not addressing the bottlenecks, the core reasons why you're stuck. Now, a lot of people are stuck because they're eating too much and not moving enough. But there's a reason for that. You might be an emotional eater. It might be poor sleep. It might be lack of support. And unless you address that, you're going to find yourself very limited to where you're going to be in terms of your journey. Now, I've laid this out in my transformation guide. If you want it, use the link down below on my link tree where you can download it, and I'll go through each step for you to help you get the most out of your journey. So I hope you found that helpful in terms of why you start to lose weight, but then you fall off after a few weeks. So the second question was, why can't I stop binging at night when I've been good all day? Again, a very common issue for a lot of people. They do well all day and they binge at night. Now, the thing is, you're not doing well all day. For a lot of people, they fall into one of two categories. One, they're trying to eat like a rabbit all day. There's no wonder you're starving by the end of the day. Your body will go into survival mode. You'll start craving more food. And I don't know about you guys, but if I've not eaten enough food, the last thing I'm going to crave is a piece of broccoli or a piece of chicken. I'm going to want the eggs, the chocolates, the crisps, the takeaways. So make sure you're eating enough first and foremost. That's super important. Now, as well as eating enough calories, make sure you're looking at quality food. Now, we'd all love to eat Easter eggs all day, every day. Well, I would anyway. But even if you're within your calories, you will lose weight. But it's going to be very difficult for you to stay in your calories if you're eating very less nutritious foods all the time. So you've got to get a balanced approach and you've got to be sensible with it. So 80% of the time, make sure you're nourishing your body. Your protein, your fiber, your veggies, your complex carbohydrates, and your healthy fats. Okay, cover all those bases and then allow yourself a little bit of wiggle room. So if you're the person that's not eating enough or you're not eating the right quality of food, sort that first. The second issue is if you've done that, it's going to be boredom, stress, and overwhelmed. The food is your therapist. So you need to start overcoming that, identifying what the trigger is. If it's boredom, make your evenings more fun, more exciting. If it's stress and overwhelm, create a de-stress evening routine to help you with that. Once you do that, it will help you massively reduce these binges at night. So let me know in the comments if you found that helpful. So the next one was, how do I actually lose weight without giving up foods I actually enjoy? So great question. It actually ties into what we spoke about just a minute ago with regards to binging at night. It comes down to your relationship with food. Now, a lot of people believe that they've got to be eating super healthy in order to lose weight, but what that then does, it creates a lot of restriction and it creates a bad relationship with food because they associate foods like this, the Easter eggs, the chocolates, the takeaways as being bad foods. And when they have these bad foods, they then feel guilty and they sabotage. So take away that attachment. Food is simply food. Yes, there's more nutritious foods and there's less nutritious foods, but at the end of the day, it's simply just food. So prioritize your nutrient-dense foods first and foremost. Proteins, fiber, veggies, healthy fats, complex carbohydrates, and then allow yourself that little bit of wiggle room, okay? Enjoy it, savor it, and move on. Because as long as you're within your calories for the day and over the course of the week in a balanced approach, it'll be an absolute game changer for you, okay? So work on that week by week and you start building up that better relationship with food. So last question that came in, and it's a really great question, and it's all about how do I actually de-stress and stop myself from stress eating. Now, a lot of us lead very stressful and busy lives. Now, when it comes to stress, we need to understand that there's good stresses and bad stresses, because not all stress is bad. So for example, when you go and do a workout, that's a good stress. You're putting strain on your body where it's then going to rebuild stronger. Okay? If you've got a stress, for example, you've got a very toxic relationship in work and you're finding yourself every time you go into work, it's having a negative impact on you, then that's a bad stress. So we need to understand that there's certain stresses we need, but it's the stresses that we don't need. We need to look at how we can manage those a bit better. So ultimately, when it comes to any stress in your life right now, it's about asking yourself, what can I do to eliminate these stresses? Look at the options available to you. So let's look at work-related stress to begin with. Look at the role you're doing and ask yourself, can I get more support from my colleagues, from my line manager? Is it a training issue? Is it a workload issue? Like, what needs to happen? Is it having that honest conversation with your line manager? Is it speaking to your colleagues to have a little bit more help? Or is it getting that training needed to help you manage the role that you're doing right now? If it's a stress around boredom, and you find yourself getting really stressed and overwhelmed and you've got nothing to do, it's a planning issue. Plan things in. Make your life more enjoyable. Make it more exciting. Give you something to look forward to. There are going to be certain things in life that you cannot eliminate, and ultimately we've just got to get on with it. But there's a few ways we can do that. So 2 things that I do myself personally and with my clients is 2 techniques, the bowl technique and the self-care menu technique. So the bowl technique is an acronym for breathe, observe, label, and decide. So when you feel this overwhelm, this urge to go and stress eat, stress drink, or mindlessly scroll on social media to deal with the stress and anxiety, is just breathe, realign yourself. You then want to observe what's actually going on in that moment. Is it stress? Is it loneliness? Is it overwhelm? Is it physical hunger? Label what that feeling is and then decide what to do. And when you're deciding what to do, this is where the self-care menu comes into play really well. This is where you've got a compilation of different things that give you gratification, that make you feel good. Just like food and alcohol makes us feel good in these stressful situations, we want to pick other things that are going to give us the same benefit without the adverse effects. Meditation, a hobby, some self-care, playing your PlayStation, going for a walk, doing a workout, whatever it may be. With a self-care menu, you've got a compilation of things that you can pick and choose from when you need it. By combining these 2, it can be an absolute game changer. So give that a go, and I guarantee you it'll help you manage your stress much better and help you stay aligned with your health and fitness goals. So they're the questions that have been sent in for this week's episode of the Q&A. We'll be doing another one of these in a few weeks' time. We've got some really good episodes coming up over the next couple of weeks as well. Don't forget, this Friday, we're launching our annual 8-week summer challenge as well. And the guys on the priority list will get first dibs on that. So if you're not on the priority list, just drop me a message on any social media platform and I'll get you on that before Friday. When it reaches the public on Monday, it will be going up in cost. So make sure you're in it to win it. But guys, have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. Stay safe and I'll speak to you very, very soon.